Darlings, today I want to talk about the notion that to get over someone, you need to get underneath someone else. So, to break it down, basically, if you're trying to get over someone, that probably means you're either in kind of an unrequited love sort of situation. Maybe they're your friend or a crush or someone that you're admiring from a distance. Or maybe someone has dumped you. And I'm sorry if that happened. So, that can be painful because it can be hard on the old ego and the old heart. It can be painful, it can feel really not great in many sorts of different ways. You might think this person is super, super swell, super awesome, and you're just like, why don't they think the same thing about me? What's wrong with me? That they don't want me that way, like, mwah. And even if there's a logical reason, sometimes it can be hard to accept that. Sometimes our own insecurities might come to play and might be like, they don't want me because I suck. When really it could be any other sort of thing that has literally nothing to do with you. And then the other thing is you might think that this person is super, super awesome and you're not going to find someone else that you like that much. You might be like, oh, this person is like beautiful inside and out. They're giving and they're kind and they're loving and they're funny and whatever sort of thing. And you're like, oh, I'm never going to find anyone as awesome as this person. And so you might just sit there and wallow and feel kind of hopeless. And that's a terrible feeling as well. Okay, so back to our original thing. Will it help to get underneath someone else? Why do I have to do that? Like, yeah, it's apparently required. That one I don't know so much. If it's just casual sex, maybe in the moment. But the thing is that if you're a woman and you're not picky, like it's probably not the most difficult to get laid. You can just go on Tinder. You can use the female mating call when out and about. Let's say you're at Walmart and you just go, I'm horny. There will be some people there to help you with that problem. And so I don't know if that would necessarily be a particularly great ego boost. And then afterwards, you might feel weird. You might feel like, oh, they only liked me because I have a certain part that they enjoy putting a certain part of theirs into. And I could be anyone, really, that had that part as long as I have it. So in the long run, maybe it'd make you feel kind of bleh. So I feel like the answer is kind of no to that. Shut up, watch. Goodness gracious me. It's going crazy. I don't know. It's all the buzzing and all the noise. Put that on Do Not Disturb. Where was I going with this? Yes. So the thing that I think actually does help is to realize that there are other awesome people out in the world. And I don't know why we can get stuck in that feeling of this is the one amazing person left. Everyone else sucks. Or another thing is falling for someone can be scary. I don't want to get hurt again. Because that's my thing. I can get really scared of catching feels because it's like, what if bad things happen? But the thing is you got to take those risks. And I promise you that there are other awesome people out there in the world. And the cool thing is if they like you back. Because it is so much better if someone likes you the same amount that you like them, if they want the same thing. That is a pretty nifty feeling. Because if you go from basically pining after someone and pouring all of your love into them and being like, oh, how can I show you my love and just gonna shower you with it. And they're just like, no thanks. That's not great. But if you like someone and they like you back, it's like, wow. It's amazing. So I highly suggest taking that risk because I promise there are people out there that are awesome who will also like you and want the same things. Because just because you have an amazing connection with someone, it's meaningless, unfortunately, unless they want the same thing. And that can suck and that can be hard. So you might be like, but you don't understand what we have. Our connection is so great. Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. Unless they want you to. And this is especially for the people who are like, it seems like this happens kind of with women dating guys. I'm going to be generalizing that maybe the guy gives them, these crumbs, hangs out with her like once every couple weeks, and it's like awesome in the moment, but then like never messages back or calls or really shows any interest. But when you're together, you're like, oh, the connection's amazing. It's so good. It's so whatever. Yeah, but do you want to settle for that? Only like every once in a while? Like, you deserve someone who wants the same thing. And they're out there. And I know that can be hard to believe when you're like deep in it. And another thing is having just that self-worth. Because really, honestly, it should come from within. That building yourself up, that feeling better, that getting over someone should be something you do on your own, but it definitely helps to have that little outside boost to kind of lift your spirits. So get out there, because you deserve it. Someone will like you or love you just as you are. Okay, bye.